Sagittarius, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. I popped in and do your reading for the month of May. Your energy is a little confusing. It's a little chaotic. There's a lot of energies around you. A lot of different voices, a lot of different opinions, a lot of different people giving their opinions right now, Sagittarius. Or someone has a really big family. Close the door. Listen out for your sister. Lower that down. Thank you. Someone has a lot of different opinions. A lot of people having a lot of different opinions. There being a lot of people around. Someone having a big family. This is either you or you're seeing someone else this way. Someone that you were once very close with. It being complicated. There's the energy of it being really complicated. Someone's family dynamic. Or your relationship with someone. How you feel about them. You're being very complicated. You're genuinely being their friend. You're genuinely supporting them, being there for them, but having some feelings that you don't know what to do with at the same time. Having a crush on someone, liking someone, you don't know what to do about it. That's for some of you. For others of you, you're taking on someone else's responsibility. You're responsible for a lot, or you are orchestrating something that you're behind it all. It being a big production, or you're seeing someone like it, or you're in direct contact with someone like this. Multiple truths existing. You running it. You running something like this on one scale. Someone running. You running your home like this, you know, you being the one that makes everything work in your home, you having a large family, but also seeing someone who has a large platform or someone who has a large business somehow do exactly what you do, but on a larger scale. There may be some issues of respecting what you do, because what they do is on a bigger scale, or what you do is on a bigger scale. You're working with someone who you've done this before, or you worked with someone, you've done this before, but working with them, they work with people on a bigger scale than you're on, or than you normally do. Someone looking at a higher perspective of something. You needing to look at a higher perspective about why something turned out a certain type of way. You being really upset. Someone being really upset about how something turned out. A connection. Someone genuinely supporting you. I'm hearing there was someone who genuinely supported you, or you genuinely supported someone. They lost a real one. They lost a real friend. They lost a real partner. You were really there for them. Anyway, I'm going to pray, and then we'll do this spread. We're going to look into the recent past, the current energies, and the immediate future, since I'm a little behind in the May readings. And then we'll go over to Patreon for part 2 to see who's mirroring you this month. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit guide, spirit animal, source, God, universe. I really pray for clarity. I pray that the messages come through a lot more clear for my Sagittarius than they are at this moment. I pray it makes sense with it, whatever it is that they want to do, whatever direction that they want to go in, that it makes enough sense that they actually take the steps to get started, get out of their head and start actualizing what they want, Spirit. Quieting everybody else's voice and making theirs the loudest. Please allow me to tap in with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node to see what messages you have for them for the month of May. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. So a lot of you know I have my twins. My little solar ray is here. Lunar beam is sleeping in the room. Family, someone had a baby. Someone feels like you had a baby with them and you just abandoned them. You just left them. Or someone had a baby with you, gave you a child and abandoned you. For some of you, you want to have a baby with someone, but the person that you're going to have a baby with, or that you're playing with, can't support you like you want to be supported. I'm recording, mommy. Okay. I'm recorded. You gotta lower that down for mommy. I'm working. Thank you. Lower it down, okay? And Sissy's sleeping. Thank you, my love. It's okay. Shh, mommy's working. Stop doing that. Let me fix it for you. I got you. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, heavy on this energy of some of you wanting to have a baby with somebody. Some of you wanted to have a baby with someone and you got pregnant by someone. Hey, baby. I'm sorry. And you're going to be on your own. Lower that down. Let me lower it. Give me. You're going to be on your own. They're not going to be around to help you during the tough things. You're going to have a lot of multitasking on your own, or you love someone to do this. This is someone's problem with you. You're not around for the hard part. You get to be the fun parent. Here. That's for some of you, this is a recurring thing. Stop whining like that. You talk to me. Use your words. For someone, this is a recurring thing, you know? You keep talking about, you keep bringing this up. Here. Someone else not doing the work that you're doing. What you have to do, being distracted. Or getting in the way of what you're having to do. You went and got pregnant. Some of you went and got pregnant by someone, or you already have a child with them, or you already knew what their character was going to be, or what their character was before you got pregnant by them. Anyway, you're gonna have a baby on your own, or someone left you high and dry with their children. Someone abandoned their children, left it on you, or you're not even the oldest, and you have to take care of the household, take care of the family, take care of your parents, your elderly parents. For some of you, you are the elderly parent. Your children don't take care of you. You thought that you did a pretty good job taking care of your children. They don't take care of you. Some of you could do a better job taking care of your elderly parents. Heavy on the Aquarian energy being out here for some of you. In the recent past, I really feel like something about someone being really dressed up, or spending a lot of money on something that they're going to be wearing. Could be clothes, could be a chain, could be accessories of some sort, could be a gun. Something that you're going to be wearing, being very expensive. You're wearing something completely different than anybody else. You're dressing really funky. Everyone that you're dressing really funky, whether it being a masculine who does this, or dresses really extravagant, or really out of the box. Really, it's not normal. Not that that's a bad thing, but you stand out in a crowd. Your ideas, you being draped in gold, or draped in pearls, you being adorned. Someone giving you your flowers while you're alive, while you're here. You dressing up for something, or people congratulating you for something. You're the champion. You won something. You got something. You also something that you said. Something about something that you said, something that you created, something you planted the seed for. You being the pappy, you being the pappy. Or shit, you being the father, you being the pappy, you being proud, you're screaming something from the rooftops, you're creating something, you being the creator. It getting a lot further than you thought it would. News is spreading a lot faster than you thought it would. Getting a lot further than you thought it would. Little old me, are you on a little old me having this reach? Some of you feel this way about yourself. You really shrink yourself. But you're a lot mightier than you realize. That being the truth, someone being short in stature, someone could be short in stature. A masculine energy being small, being, I don't want to say petite. I don't think you say petite when it comes to men, but being short in stature. Or feeling this way in spirit, not knowing that their voice is a lot bigger, a lot mightier. Their precision their intelligence, their brain. It's a lot more powerful, a lot bigger than they thought, or than other people thought. You're planting a seed that would go far, that would spread quickly. Heavy on the making people think outside of the box, having a conversation, making people have a difficult conversation, making people think about things they don't want to think about. You thinking about things, for some of you, they're being a feminine, a Sagittarius who ran to a earth sign, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but heavy on the Tauran vibes, ran to a Taurus to get away from an Aquarius or a Gemini. You're in a Libra air sign, but heavy on Aquarius or Gemini. For some of you, you really did give up an opportunity, or you've passed up an opportunity several times to be rewarded like you deserve to be rewarded, be financially rewarded. Something about certain decisions that you've made in the past not being the best. You're not staying on top of something. You're not seeing something through in the past often enough that it hasn't been as lucrative as you would have liked it to be. That needing to change. Yeah. I really do see you saying something or putting something out into the universe that has been magnified or can't be taken back. This can be an intention. You could have set an intention of what you want to manifest into your life in the recent past. It was heard, it was received. Now some of you have a creation of some sort. Some of you have manifested something you don't really know what to do with. You have to maintain it. Something has gotten a really great start, but now it has to be maintained. Or you are watching someone like this do this. You're giving up complete control and watching to see if someone can handle something. All of your eggs being in one person's basket. All of your eggs being in one person's basket. Your dreams being insane at this time. Some of you really need to watch how much you're drinking. You drink like a fish. Or someone has been drinking like a fish. Someone who doesn't normally drink so much has been drinking a lot, but having on the having a drinking problem. You having a drinking problem, you knowing that, you knowing it's a problem, not wanting to be honest with yourself. For some of you, it's smoking. You smoke a whole lot. Someone has a vice, but it's bigger than you somehow at this point, or you can't stop. You're not in control. Some of you just don't have the funds, or you don't make the best decisions while under the influence. There being a Taurus around, could be quiet, could be sleeping. There could be an Aries around at this time too, very quiet or sleeping. The Taurus or the Empress, your mother. Sleeping feminine energies around you. Someone sleeps a lot. Feminine energy sleeps a lot. Someone's sleeping on you. Someone is quiet. Someone is quiet. When they're not yelling at you, they're sleeping. Someone is sleeping right now. You kind of want them to yell at you again. You want to be engaged, but you like the silence too. You like the not being screamed at. This being a thing. Some of you leave in awkward silence because it's either the awkward silence or someone completely goes off on you and you don't want them to go off on you. So, fuck it. Let it be awkwardly silent. Some of you have created something, or you will honor that the things that you create, your overall energy being, you being in a lot of pain, turning your pain into art, into work somehow, into something that you can sell, into something that gives back to you, into something that heals other people. Pick what side you're on. Something about your pain being art, your pain being music, your pain being painting. Some of you have had some really terrible experiences growing up, you know, so you know how to defend yourself. You're really good with using a gun, so you can start a security company. Meanwhile, you have severe PTSD because growing up it was like being in a fucking war zone. That type of shit, where you've grown up to make watching things go down around you, it really being like a movie where you're from, so you grow up to be able to write movies, that type of shit. Your life being really poetic, you growing up to be a poet, you always having dreams of this, you being really magical with your pen, with the way that you say stuff. You're not doing it like everyone else has done it. It's something about you having to do something but your own way, making it unique. Feels like content that you're going to create, that is not about you creating it or trying to sell it like everyone else does, coming from the same point of view that they do, being very original, not giving a shit what anyone else thinks, being very true to yourself. That in itself is what draws people to you or makes people like it. You're coming from a very raw place, a very vulnerable place. People saying this to you, people appreciating this about what you're creating, it getting very personal when they talk to you about it. People trying to tug on your heartstrings, or you tugging on people's heartstrings, really coming from your own heart place when you create something, or when you do something, or when you talk to someone. You really needing love at this time. You need to honor what you're going to want. This is something that you're going to be feeling in the month of May, and I feel like it's going to come out more in the next couple of weeks, because people are providing this space for you to talk, or someone in particular is listening. Someone isn't as combative, or they don't talk over you like they normally do. They haven't been. They've been trying to be a safer space for you to talk to, where someone has created a platform. Someone has several platforms that they will let you speak on, speak about your feelings. Or you have used your social media, several platforms, one or more, your Facebook, your Twitter, your IG, one or more, to talk about the things that you feel. You could have done this a lot, and people have not been too happy about it. People feeling like you're too public. You're too public with the things that are going on with you, or what you're feeling emotionally, or how you feel about love, how you feel about whether or not you are loved. Some of you have said some really harsh things to someone, claiming that they don't love you, or said some things that have made someone feel like you don't love them, some things that you cannot take back. Or someone has said these things to you. Someone is a lot more into themselves than they want to admit, not being too kind, too loving to someone else. For some of you have someone who's absolutely amazing helping you, but they will not help you if they don't get anything out of it. This person is helping you. This person is all about their money. You know this. You two working together, making a great team, but this person ultimately having a goal, or being all about their money, being really money hungry. I don't feel like this person wants to share it with you. Some of you want this person to share it with you. I don't feel like they want to. They can give you a stipend, or they're in control. They're in control somehow of the money, or this is you who's in control. Feels like someone else though. Heavy earth sign, masculine vibes. Something really going through a transition a transformation, a relationship going through a transformation between you and someone else. Have you on the me using the lioness oracle tarot? I feel like you know a real life lioness oracle. Some of you know a real life lioness oracle. This could be you watching me, but this could be someone else. Someone could be a Leo. Someone could be a high priestess, highly fucking intuitive. Someone that you know up close. I mean personal. It's a personal connection. You know a lioness oracle up close and personal in ways that someone else don't, or a lot of people don't, or you feel that you know them. This person being in your dreams, you dreaming of this person, you being really close to this person, having a lot of love for this person, them having love for you, being able to talk to them in ways that other people don't, getting to have intimate conversations with them, it being for free, being able to talk to someone for free, someone who is very much, their time is money, someone who is someone who's important to speak to. Someone who's busy or is very stingy with their time, gives it to you for free, is willing to invest in you. Someone is telling you, tell me what it is that you want, I'll invest in you. You're needing to be able to explain your vision. Someone can make it happen. In the near future, the truth is that someone can make happen whatever you want. But you're going to have the willpower to maintain it. Someone will give you what you want, but they're not going to carry it for you. They're not going to nurture it for you. They have other things to do. They just know they want to make you happy or support you being happy. Or this is you wanting to support someone else. Meanwhile, I don't feel like this person supports you the same way in return. Needing to watch this. Being too available, being too eager to do something for someone else. Some of you are on the same page with someone. Someone's on the same page with you that you know. This is your job. This is what you're going to do. I'm going to leave you home with the children. Or you're going to have to take care of this while I go elsewhere and do my own thing. It being really weird. Some responsibility that's not yours or not yours by itself, weighing solely on you. Some of you are willing to do this because of what you really want. Some of you, this is with a child. You feel like there's no other way for you to have a child. Or this is with your parent, something that you're not willing to negotiate about. Someone you're not willing to negotiate about. Anyway, before I get up out of here, something about you needing to really make music. Some of you really need to make music. That's going to make you feel better. That's the answer to your problems. Make more music. Some of you really do have a lot going on emotionally, and it needs to be transmuted through music. Some of you need to know that you're making solid music right now, or you make solid music. You don't believe in yourself enough. You know, you hear it a lot and still don't believe in it. Your songs, your channel songs, your channel song, your first one was Comfortable by her. Feel like someone is literally having this energy of there being someone. For some of you, you're not with this person anymore. You're not in connection with this person anymore. Being so comfortable with this person being so comfortable with you in a way that being with other people just doesn't compare. A lot of this feels like communication, the way that you can talk to someone. I was getting that earlier too. Someone gives you something. You ask someone for a gift. You ask them to do something for you. They do it and they exceed your expectation. You know, you ask someone to borrow $25, they'll give you $100 until you keep it. Don't worry about giving it back to you. That type of shit. You ask someone to do something for you and they kill it every time, or they exceed your expectation every time. You know, and never ask you for anything in return, or it genuinely being all love, or them wanting you to be more than okay, have more than what you've asked for. But it kind of feels like the same person somehow, who you're really comfortable with, and you can ask difficult questions to. The next one being "I Need a Girl" by Trey Songz. Someone really wanting to build an empire, but feeling really alone, having their eyes set on so much, and family and love and partnership, being at the bottom of, the bottom of the totem pole, however you say it, the bottom of your list in terms of priorities. Meanwhile, some of you have someone significant or special in your life. You've let too much time get away from you, or someone feels that you're letting too much time get away from you. Now the focus needs to be connecting with someone, having a relationship. Some of you think that you can be alone, or should be alone, or will be alone forever, or you don't need a partner, you don't need any help. Even if you're in a relationship with someone, them being expendable, you need to shift that perspective. For some of you, it's too late. You didn't shift that perspective in time, and someone left, or you left someone. Some of you be thinking you feel like you need your partner. Having been needing them, being really fucking needy, and it being unattractive. I don't know what I would do. I would just die without you. I can't take care of myself without you. It being really fucking needy, and it being such a turnoff. It's not funny for your partner. The next song being Happiness Over Everything, or Ho by Janae Aiko and Miguel. And I just feel like there's a feminine energy who you really admire, you really see. Someone could have left you in the dust, or you're just watching from afar. Someone walked away from you because ultimately they told you what they wanted. They could have been aggressive or abrasive in how they said it. It being too much for you. You're not wanting to give this person what they wanted. You're not being willing to compromise, or not being open to it. Meanwhile, for some of you, really wanting this person or wanting the same thing that they did, but wanting to do it on your own terms, not wanting to feel rushed or pushed, and lost someone who chose their happiness over everything, chose their happiness over everything, including you. And no matter how much that they cared about you, this being a thing, or someone will do this. Some of you would need to choose your happiness over everything. You put everyone else before you. The next song being Triggered. Someone out here being triggered every time that they hear your name, because they walked away from you, because they chose their own happiness over being with you. Someone being triggered every time they hear your name because you're a public figure. You being triggered every time you hear somebody's name because they're a public figure. The last one being Pray For You by Janae Aiko. Oh, it was a Triggered remix by Janae Aiko, 21 Savage, and Summer Walker. And I was hearing it earlier because it feels like there's several people being triggered somehow. Someone could have moved on, being triggered by an ex somehow, taking it out on their current partner. It being mixy, there being a lot of people, a lot of energies involved somehow. Being mad at one person, or being mad at the side dude, and the main dude has to pay for it, or the main chick, that type of energy. It being really weird, or there being more than one woman feeling the same way about a man, being triggered about him. You having multiple feminine energies feeling a way about you, really emotional over you. If you're a masculine Sagittarius, or you're a feminine Sagittarius, and you and another woman are feeling the same way about a man. Both of y'all being triggered, feel triggered out here. Y'all both going through it. Or you a Sagittarius masculine, and you and another masculine are feeling the same way about your woman. It being really toxic. The connection being really toxic. Someone, your partner triggers the hell out of you, or you trigger them. Pray For You being the last song out here by Janae Aiko, because some of you are not in contact with someone who genuinely prays for you regularly, daily, or you genuinely pray for someone that you're not in contact with anymore, that you don't want to be with anymore, or you absolutely do want to be with, but it's not going to work. You know this. You still really want to see the best for this person. It being really dope ass energy, if I'm being honest. Someone really it feels like someone really fire getting away. Someone who genuinely prays for you, and you'll never know about it. Or this is you with this dope ass energy, genuinely praying for someone every day that they'll never know about it. Someone who you may not necessarily have even ended on good terms with, still wanting to see the best for them when it's all said and done. Meanwhile, for some of you, they could be wishing you harm, wishing bad on you. You still feeling really bad and wanting to wish them the best. Could be an air sign or a fire sign. Anyway, for some of you, you need to focus on there being a relationship that you let die for something better, thinking that something better was on the other side, being really wrong about it, or this is what's going to happen. You letting something really loyal down, someone being really fucking loyal, letting them go, letting that relationship die, letting them down, leaving them on their own somehow, or someone doing this to you and it being a really big mistake because you were 10 toes down for them, or you know, you were really a great partner, or really a great catch, and them not getting that where they go elsewhere. You need to watch that. This is the energy that you're in this month. Or you need to really acknowledge that you lost someone or walked away from a connection that you really miss. You know, you need to be transparent with yourself and others about this. Find some balance in this. For some of you, you invested a lot in this friendship, or this connection, this partnership, this potential lover or this ex-lover, and you want to bring this connection back to life somehow. Breathe some life back into it. It may not look like what it used to, but there's still being a lot of love there that you need to acknowledge. Some of you, this is rekindling your marriage. Being with someone for a very long time, and it's time to rekindle your marriage. Anyway, I've been doing this for way too long. I'm gonna get up out of here. We're gonna go to part 2 on Patreon. If you feel called to leave me a donation, to be greatly appreciated. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all the information in the description box below, where you can follow me, where you can stream my music, where you can purchase products from me. I love you so much. It's your girl Merce, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.